Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Kids, don't think you're off the hook from school yet, because there's a summer reading program going on at your local public library that we're going to hear about now from Shawn Brommer from South Central Library System. Shawn, welcome to our program.
Great, so great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
So obviously the school year is drawing to a close. Why is it important for kids to read over the summer? You and I know that answer,
Right.
but let's tell our viewers why.
Sure, I'm happy to. This is something I'm very passionate about because the information is out there. We know that kids need to read all year long at school, but it's really important that they read throughout the summer, because kids who don't read throughout the summer, they can lose their reading skills. They can lose up to 2 months of their reading comprehension. So that means they go back to school in the fall at about their April reading levels. And we don't want that to happen, because if kids don't read over the summer for several years in a row, by the end of 6th grade, they can be 2 years behind their classmates who do continue to read for enjoyment over the summer.
Absolutely, and it's really a muscle.
We like to think of it as a muscle, right? Right.
Yeah.
Our brain is a muscle, and we need to keep practicing. We need to keep using it, and we need to keep reading and learning all year long.
Yeah, always keep learning. So what can kids and families do at their public library this summer? What are some things that you guys are offering?
Sure. Well, you know, the library offers programs all year long, but in the summertime, we really pull out all of the stops. That's when we run a summer library program where kids can officially sign up for activities and for some great reading activities to do. You can come to the library and do programs and really connect with friends and neighbors.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if you can talk to us about specifically what are the types of things that you're doing over there. I mean, do you have opportunities for kids to come in and participate in activities? Talk to us a little bit about what those are.
Sure. Well, every library has its own program in the summertime. No matter where you live, there is going to be something happening throughout Wisconsin.
So it might be different from library to
It
library.
might be different. It certainly is different, and that's what gives it a real community flair. And that's really what we want, is for children to experience what their community library is offering. It could be a special program. A musician might be coming to the library throughout the summer. There might be fun science activities to do and explore at your library in the summertime, and simply opportunities to come and learn about new books and learn about other things, to learn about things that you're interested in. We all have it at the library.
I imagine it's kind of one of those things where each community is sort of its own organic entity, and so the library that's part of that community then sort of follows suit and kind of follows the flavor of that community.
Absolutely, that's absolutely true. And we are rich in resources in Wisconsin. We have many wonderful public libraries, and every public library does things their own way.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good
It is.
thing,
That's
definitely.
what we want.
So who can sign up? Who's eligible to sign up for these summer programs?
Sure, anybody can. A lot of libraries have programs for babies, for toddlers, for children who need to be read to because they're not quite reading on their own, and certainly programs for school-age kids and teens. And some communities even have programs for adults and families to join in together. So the summer library program has something for everyone.
During the school year, you know, they always, the big thing that last time I was in a public school setting was Accelerated Reader, AR, and which is kind of like a contest, so to speak, to see how many minutes of reading you can get. Are you guys offering anything like that? Are there any libraries that are offering something like that during the summer?
You know, the summer library program is not a contest. It's not a competition, and what we want is for kids to read all summer long and read what they want to read. So if you want to spend the summer reading graphic novels and comic books, we are going to support you in doing that.
And it's one of those things where you want to get the kids to read for enjoyment and not for points or any sort of extrinsic motivation, so to speak.
It's all about reading for enjoyment, because when we feel good about what we're reading, we're a little more willing to take risks and try to read something a little more complicated. So it's all about reading for enjoyment and reading for pleasure.
Well, before we go really quickly, how can kids and families learn more about what's going on at their public library this summer?
Sure. Go to your public library, talk to a librarian, ask what's happening over the summertime, and check out your local library's website as well. You'll find out everything that's happening at the summer library program on your library's website and at your librarian.
Shawn Brommer, thank you so much from South Central Library
Yes.
System. Thank you so much for joining us
Great.
today.
It's really great to be here. Thank you.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll have a guest from an authentic general store. It's Talk of the Town on CW57.